Hey, how's it going? Okay, so I just did a video on spirituality, and you have to be very careful in this world with what you say, um, especially since what we have here, present day life, is still Roman Empire. They crucified Jesus, because it went from the Romans and continued until the Britons and then Western culture, and so you have to be very careful with what you say, because essentially the traditions and who we are have been passed down by the Greeks and the Romans. And we're still pretty much in that set system of this is what you need to believe in, this is who you should be, for those people who are still in that system. So when I said, I am God, you can't say things like that. You could say, I am one with God, or God is within me. God is within me is probably the closest term. Earlier today I was walking and I felt the circle around me, and then it went up, and then it was a circle around me, and then it went up, and it was whatever created all things. I feel like it's above somehow. Like there's a center point, and then it could come down and be within me. The word vessel is used quite a bit. And it goes up and it comes through. And all the things that I do, the words that I speak, if I am present, my dog really loves spending time together. But when you say, like, when I'm present, or when you're present, and that's just the answer. And when you're present, God could flow through you. So when you become present, you become one with God. So if you're always present, you'll be one with God. Or God will be within you and come through you in all of your words. When I dance, I have thousands of hours of dancing, so when I dance and I'm present, it's really interesting. And you don't have to perform any miracles in this world. Just be present. And in so you'll be loving. You'll know that it's not about you. It's not about you at all. You'll just be guided. And people will enjoy having you around, and because you won't ask for something, you won't need of anything. If you detach from what people want and what people think will make them happy, which is external things, whether it's objects, people. But if all you need is food and shelter and water, you could walk around every day easily. Just be present and be connected to all things. I don't really like saying the word God because it's a Western term and it could very much so shock a lot of people. I like the word creation because I feel like it's less offensive and it doesn't put people on the defensive or make people argue with you or people ask you how you got that knowledge and all these other things. But you know, it's a knowing. Sorry, Eckhart Tolle, I stole that from you. It's a knowing. Like you just know who you are. And you don't want anything anymore. Being present it's perfect, it's all you need. When you're by yourself a lot, you're always in it. You're always in that state. I don't really think at all, I just drift. And I do what my intuition tells me to do. And if my intuition tells me, hey, why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? I do it. And everything always works. It's a beautiful life. If you accept death, you understand that death is a stage of life. And if you're not truly awoken yet, if you don't become present enough, long enough, if you just dabble in it, but if you don't become present long enough, you'll most likely, it'd be very difficult for you to understand that creation is within you and you become creation. The less likely you will be to leave this life. You'll always be in this life. It says in the Bible you'll be non-existent. But if you're present and you're connected to the Creator, you're existent. You're existing. So interesting. You understand that nothing really matters. Things are just things. Things pass and go. Be around people and they don't upset you. But if you're around bad energy and I don't know. Depends on how lost the person is. Guess you could find yourself in a place where you don't need people anymore. Just completely in love with everything that's happening around you and happening within you.